Never go to someone's house hungry, okay? Even if you have to have a protein drink before you get there, even if you have to have a bar in the car while you're driving there, don't go hungry, because if you go hungry, it's going to be a whole lot harder to restrain yourself. Because really, the get-together on Thanksgiving is about the people, and it's about talking with people and enjoying the evening. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So it's that time of year again. It's getting close to Thanksgiving. And if you're like me, you're thinking about what are some healthy alternatives that you can make or have on Thanksgiving. And I did a little searching, and I have a few recipes that I can share with you. But before I do that, I just wanted to talk about Thanksgiving and holiday meals in general. And what are some tips that you can learn that can help you so you don't totally go off the wagon and throw caution to the wind and eat whatever you feel like eating, okay? So I've been a health coach now for about 6 years, and one of the things I tell people during the holidays is never go to someone's house hungry, okay? Even if you have to have a protein drink before you get there, even if you have to have a bar in the car while you're driving there, don't go hungry, because if you go hungry, it's going to be a whole lot harder to restrain yourself, okay? A couple of other things. Don't stand, obviously if you're going to someone's house, usually people will have appetizers, and usually they're not always healthy. Sometimes they do have vegetable dip and things like that, but don't stand by the appetizer, because it's going to be a natural impulse to go and grab a chip or go and grab the Cheetos or whatever else they have. And it's a whole lot easier for you to restrain yourself to go stand somewhere else, because really the get-together on Thanksgiving is about the people, and it's about talking with people and enjoying the evening. A lot of times, really, the thing that us as Americans, and maybe even in other countries do, is that we center everything around food. And it's a habit that we need to break ourselves out of. So when you go to someone's house, you're there to meet them, you're there to catch up, maybe if you haven't seen them for a while. So something to keep in the back of your mind. The other thing also is, if you really, really need to have the pumpkin pie, or you really, really need to have the mashed potatoes with the gravy and all those things that Thanksgiving usually includes, have a little bit. Have one forkful, so kind of scratch the itch, okay? But having said all that, I want to get to my the recipe that I'm going to be talking about today, which is a low-carb pumpkin pie. The recipe has a lot of good, really, really good ingredients, and it is crustless and sugar-free, okay? So here we go. Here are the ingredients that I have for my pumpkin pie. Basically, it consists of 3/4 cup low-fat yogurt, 3/4 cup sweetener. I'm using monk fruit. It's a really, really good sugar alternative because it's plant-based. And for whatever it's worth, monk fruit on Amazon is a really good price. If you try to buy this in the supermarket, it is ridiculously expensive, okay? Just a tip. Also, 2 eggs. If you want to save a little bit more calories, you can use just the egg whites and then add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. The next thing is 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon pumpkin pie spice, and obviously a can of 100% pure pumpkin. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a can of pumpkin. Next, we're going to put in 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt. So we're going to add this to our pumpkin. Next, we're going to put in 3/4 cup of the monk fruit. Next we're going to add 2 eggs. Next we're going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice. Okay, so now the recipe, believe it or not, does not call for me to get a blender, but it calls for me to just squeeze it together. So I'm going to do that. So let's mix it all together. And let's face it, this time of year, everybody is obsessed with pumpkin. Pumpkin spice, candles, pumpkin spice, everything. Pumpkin spice cookies, pumpkin bread. And it's really hard to go through Thanksgiving and not have something that is pumpkin related. So that's why I'm getting excited about this pumpkin pie. Sugar-free, crust-free pumpkin pie. And really, the good thing about adding the yogurt is that it really adds a little bit more protein. So it's even healthier than the standard pumpkin pie. Okay, so now I have my pie pan ready, and they say to spray the pan, and the only spray I happen to have was olive oil spray. So rather than ruin the whole recipe, I'm just going to get some butter. It's actually grass-fed butter, which supposedly is supposed to be better than if you use regular butter. Okay, so now we're going to pour it into our pan, which has been greased. And I'm getting excited. Now I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. And it already is 350. Hit start. Then we're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes till a toothpick comes out clean. Okay, so my pumpkin pie is done. I cooked it for 30 minutes on 350 degree oven. I used the toothpick. It came out clean. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pumpkin pie and I'm going to put it in the fridge for about an hour, just so it's nice and cold, and I'm going to enjoy my pumpkin pie. It smells wonderful, and I think it's going to be delicious. Okay, so my pumpkin pie is ready. It's been chilled. I probably should have chilled it longer because it's still warm, it didn't really stay together and really look like a pie. And of course, without the crust, you kind of have to go with it, because if you don't have the crust, it's not going to be easy for it to stay together. However, the most important thing is how it tastes. So let's see how it tastes. It is very good. Okay, honestly, you don't need the crust. So I would suggest that when you serve this, chill it for 2 hours, let it get really, really cold, and it should really stay together and look more like a pie piece rather than pudding. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to post this recipe in the description, and I'm also going to post a recipe for mashed cauliflower. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe and like it, and keep an eye out. I try to do a recipe video at least once a month, and I try to find good alternatives so that you can eat healthier and still have things be delicious, okay? Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Remember, Thanksgiving is really about spending time with the people that you love and making memories, not necessarily about the food, okay? Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a great week. Bye-bye now.